Hi guys, I'm here with another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle against Seymour, and I lead with my Smeargle, who I don't think I've used in a recorded battle. He leads with that. I know it's going to put up rocks, and I can't do anything to it with that particular Smeargle, so I just switch into Fairy Boy, and I give it a Grass Knot, and that takes it out. So he sends in Tyranitar, and I know the only reason he would send that out is if it had Pursuit, so I'm not going to try and switch, because even if I did, and even if I survived, that would activate the Acid Rain glitch, and I do not want that. So yeah, Fairy Boy goes down, and Sandstorm is raging, and I send in Spin Cycle. And now he switches out, and he switches into a Blissey, which sucks, and I get the Hydro Pump, and it hits, but since it's a Blissey, it's not going to do too much. And the Sandstorm is raging, and hits. And I know he'll think I'll switch and go for the Thunder Wave or maybe a Seismic Toss, I don't know. So I'm just going to get rid of the rocks, because Stealth Rocks are very annoying. So yeah, and Natural Cure will get rid of the paralysis when I switch out. After, of course, Leftovers happens. So I switch Spin Cycle out, and I go into Dr. Octagon. And the Seismic Toss happens, and I gave it 301, so it can survive 4 Seismic Tosses. Or it can survive 3, and it would take a 4th. So I know he's going to switch, predicting something. So I go for U-turn, and luckily he switches into a Starmie, which takes super effective and over half from a U-turn. So now I switch into Zapiaphobe, who is very afraid of electricity, as his name says. But that's okay, because he is simply bait. I switch Megavolts in afterwards to take the Thunderbolts, and I get a Motor Drive boost, which is awesome. And here I predict to switch and go for Meditate, but he doesn't switch, goes for Hydro Pump, it misses, so basically I'm going to now sweep with Electivire because of a miss, which sucks, but yeah, remember when I said Electivire, I've never seen him do anything? Watch him do something. So, yeah. That comes, Infernape comes in, I Earthquake it, and that is going to take it out with I'm pretty sure, useless crit. So, yeah, and if it mattered, then that's okay, because my Gyarados is actually Choice Banded, so I wouldn't have had to set up with it. So he switches in the Blissey again, and it's going to be able to take one Thunder Punch, but not very well. And since it can't paralyze me with Thunder Wave, it's going to have to go with Seismic Toss, and that's going to bring me down to where after the Sandstorm, the Life Orb is going to kill me, so that's okay. I get a nice 3 poke sweep with an Electivire, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good, and Gyarados Electivire is a very good combo. So yeah. And now the Sandstorm is raging, and he sends in a Gyarados of his own. I send in my Smeargle, while its Focus Sash is still activated. I hoped it would just attack, but he goes for a Dragon Dance. My counter fails, and now I've just given away that it's a counter Focus Sash thing. So that sucks. I kind of wanted its first battle to be where it actually worked. But what you gonna do? So it gets hit with the Sandstorm, then recovers it with Leftovers. And Spin Cycle now comes in to easily take a Waterfall. I don't know why he went for Waterfall other than his other attack. But Thunderbolt is going to easily take that out because he doesn't have an Electivire to switch into. So yeah. Useless crit. I'm sure that just made it overkill, even though it was pretty much already overkill. So in comes his last, which is a Tyranitar, and I miss Hydro Pump, so he's able to crunch Spin Cycle, and that's going to make the battle a little closer, but it really doesn't matter too much, because I still have Dr. Octagon and Zapiaphobe, which are Choice Banded and Choice Scarfed, and yeah, either one of those could have taken out Tyranitar, so Tyranitar goes down, and that's the game. So, good game, and since this is the same day as my last video, this video will have the same question. What do you think about the 5th generation Pokemon? I said my opinion in my last battle, and I forgot to say that the 2 legendaries look really cool. And yeah, so I don't know. I'm sure I'll buy it. I'm not sure how much I'll like it, but okay. So comment, like, sub, and I will have another video tomorrow. So bye, guys.
Pika, pika, pika.